Sorry about not making a video for so long. In between school, work, and relatives, I'm pretty worn out. You can tell by the wild bedhead. Oh, and I did math problems for 8 hours trying to break an old edutainment game for you guys. You're welcome. So, yeah. TurboMathFacts.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
TurboMathFacts is an odd little game made in 1993, part of the MECC Kids edutainment line produced by Nordic Software. Apparently there are others like Coin Critters and Clock Shop, but I can't find any reference to the MECC Kids titles even on Nordic Software's website, which seems to show a much different looking version of TurboMathFacts for whatever reason. So is the one I'm playing an early version? I'm not entirely sure. Thank heavens for the Macintosh Garden, I guess. TurboMathFacts is a rather simple little game. You choose which types of problems you want to do, addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Or any combination of them, or just all of them like I did, because apparently I'm a glutton for punishment, and you make money by solving math problems. Addition is worth the least, division is worth the most, and higher difficulty problems also make more money. Getting 10 problems right in a row gives you a small bonus, as in a very small bonus. There's almost no point. It's less than what you get for solving a problem, and it moves you up a difficulty if it can. But you can set the difficulty manually, so once again, almost no point. Getting 3 problems wrong in a row also moves you down a difficulty, but you can set the difficulty manually, so really what's the point of shifting difficulties around? Making money isn't much to base a game on though, so what do you spend the money on? Well, there's an expert racer named Turbo Tom. Turbotastic! No, those two aren't related. At least, I don't think they're related. Though if I was trapped in this game, I'd certainly want to get out and get my revenge. Anyway, your goal is to buy race cars in order to beat Turbo Tom in a drag race. Problem is, Turbo Tom has a specialized dragster. You can buy a wide range of cars with random stats each time you come into the car dealership, so you also have to learn what's a good deal and what's a ripoff so you don't waste your hard-earned money. One thing you may figure out quickly is that only the best cars will do. Anything but the top tier of cars, and you might as well just be throwing your money away. So once again, what's the point of having the slower cars if they have no chance of beating Turbo Tom, which is the whole point of the game. You can buy up to 5 cars to use in your race against Turbo Tom, which leads to a hilariously exploitable sound clip.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping that for future use.
I'll just make a backup of this one.
Turbo Tom's dragster also has a range of different stats each time you go up against him. I'm not entirely sure why. Is he getting a new dragster each time? Like, you have to get new cars each time? Oh, did I mention that yet? The cars only last one race. After you race and get your paltry prize money, you lose all your cars and start again, and considering the price of the highest tier cars, that's not a trivial matter. So what do you get? Well, you get $3,000 for third place, $6,000 for second place, and $9,000 for first, along with a little trophy if you win. But you can't save, it's just the same race over and over again, so once again, there's really no point. That seems to be this whole game. It's pointless.
Oh no!
There's no progression, you just earn trophies until you tire of it. I played for 8 straight hours, which no sane child would ever do, and earned 111 trophies, enough to overflow the screen with them entirely, and really got nothing but wasted time out of it. It's the closest we'll ever get to a desert bus of edutainment games. Now you might think, hey, there's a built-in calculator on the computer, isn't there? I can use that to help. Nope. The game, for all its shortcomings, is rather dastardly in this regard. They disable the calculator in-game complete with a taunting little message. It's actually kinda clever. Of course, like any problem, there's always a simple solution to this. Use another computer, of course. The easy solutions are always the best. This may be a short review, but this is an obscure edutainment title that really isn't very entertaining and is hardly deserving of the term edutainment. Yeah, it has some good features. It works out incorrect problems for you step by step, and it even has the option of letting you work through multiplication and division problems one number at a time. So it makes a good flashcard program, but no child is really going to want to play this, at least not for very long. The racing is just a mere distraction from what is, essentially, enhanced flashcards. There could have been some sort of progression, different people to race, like, I don't know, Sluggish Steve, Puttering Pete, Zippy Zeke. I don't know, but lead up to Turbo Tom. Make it a big event. Keep your cars, enhance them, trade them in, build up a trophy room with different trophies with different designs for all the different events. I don't know, make the math part of things in the race, like a pit stop or speed boosts or something. I don't know, I just think this is a concept that could have been a whole lot better if some effort was put into it. I mean, that's what every good edutainment game has, right? Progression, a sense of achievement, whether it's long-term or short-term, getting higher ranks in the Super Solvers games, a high score in Math Blaster or Number Munchers, or finally trying to track down Carmen Sandiego after heaven knows how many henchmen. Or even getting a high score or killing off your party as quick as possible in Oregon Trail. Something. This game just doesn't have any of that, so it flops, and it flops hard. In fact, I can prove it. I can prove how little effort went into this game. There's an entire unused dialogue box for customizing the math problems, unless I'm missing how to bring it up. It's like this game wasn't even totally finished by the time they pushed it out the door. Maybe that's why it's not on the website. Heck, the monochrome and the color graphics are totally different, and for some reason, the color graphics seem to be uglier than the black and white ones. Maybe it's just me, but here, you judge for yourself. Oh yeah, and the lowest tier vehicle is a motorcycle in the color version, actually. An entirely different vehicle. And it's a motorcycle being the low tier vehicle. For a drag race, wouldn't a motorcycle be better? Better power to weight ratio and everything? Heck, they make drag racing motorcycles, guys. You're missing out on something here. But surely there's got to be some point to this game, right? Well, actually, I think there's some life lessons to be learned here, and they have nothing to do with math, surprisingly enough. In fact, let's do that. I'm going to point out 5 life lessons that you can learn, even if sometimes the hard way, from TurboMathFacts. Number 1, beware of used car dealers. The cars in this game have random stats, to the point that a cheaper car can end up better than a more expensive one in horsepower and top speed. This teaches children to always be wary when making a purchase, no matter what size. Number 2, quality over quantity. Try as you might, you can buy fleets of motorcycles or small cars. Like I said, the graphics were that much different between monochrome and color. Anyways, fleets of the slower vehicles are never going to win you a trophy, no matter how hard you try and how many times you do it. In fact, the best way to win trophies more quickly is to take 1 or 2 of the really fast cars and pit them against Turbo Tom. Not that it's a guarantee, I've had one moment where Turbo Tom smoked 5 of the fastest cars money could buy. Number 3, victory is shallow. Kind of a depressing lesson, but all you get is a tiny trophy for winning, a slightly fancier one for 10 victories. But there's no permanence, no saves, no ranks, nothing. The moment you quit, it's all gone, and you really got nothing for beating Turbo Tom all those times. Number 4, don't get involved in money laundering. Now I know that sounds ridiculous, but hear me out here. I have logic. Every time you solve a math problem, Turbo Tom zooms by. He does well if you're correct, and he smashes into a wall if you're wrong. Kind of violent. Also kind of weird, isn't Turbo Tom your opponent? Yet you get money when he's doing well. What's up with that? This leads me to believe that you're his sponsor. Okay then, so we're sponsoring Turbo Tom and we make money when he does well. Why the hell are we buying our own cars and racing him? Well, he has to have somebody to race and nobody else seems to be doing it. I guess Turbo Tom scared everybody off. But all your cars are gone at the end of each race. Obviously off to some chop shop. And the race winnings are just there as a token amount to draw suspicion away from it all. This is obviously part of a big money laundering scheme going on off screen, and you're only seeing the legal side of it. So we're teaching kids that laundering money involves lots of math, and you really don't want to get involved in anything that has to do with lots of math. Or maybe this is just a badly designed game. This is Tanara Kuranov signing off, and the 5th and maybe most important lesson is, you have to know when to quit.